Hello, my name is Keller Wilhite, and my semester project is over AI security. What is AI security? AI security is a field focused on algorithms, data analytics, and automated reasoning to respond, detect, and prevent any cybersecurity or information security threats. The goal of AI security is to enhance the protection of digital systems by enabling smarter, faster, and more adaptive defenses against possible cyber threats. This graph reflects year-over-year growth in investment and adoption of AI-based security solutions and the increasing reliance on AI in defending enterprise systems, indicating that the use of AI security is no longer optional. According to a market report conducted by Precedence Research, the global market for artificial intelligence and information in cybersecurity was estimated to be 29.64 billion US dollars in 2025, with an estimated reach of 146.52 billion by 2034. These statistics represent an annual growth rate of about 20.9% over the period of 2023 to 2034. The reason why this information is important is because it shows how rapidly organizations are adopting AI-driven security tools to counter increasingly complex cyber attacks. While it is becoming more and more popular, there are positive and negative traits of AI security. The positive traits include enhanced threat detection by analyzing massive amounts of data in real time faster than humans can, automation and faster response by allowing automated incident response, which reduces the time for detection and containment, predictive and adaptive defense by learning from past attacks to predict new ones. The negative traits include vulnerability to attacks by causing the AI systems to be manipulated, data dependence by depleting its effectiveness if training data is incomplete or biased, and increased attack surface by allowing attackers to target new points of failure in the system. I will now give examples of two case studies that represent these positive and negative traits. The first case study that I will mention is Darktrace, which is an AI-powered threat detection software. Darktrace is a pioneering company based around cybersecurity founded in 2013. The innovation of the company lies in applying self-learning AI to cybersecurity/information security to clients. Darktrace is a company that specializes in information and cybersecurity and leverages advanced self-learning AI to detect, respond to, and prevent potential cyber threats in real time. Darktrace operates by offering its clients cybersecurity tools and services that are monitored by self-learning AI, which model digital behavior within an organization, allowing it to detect anomalies even when no known attack signatures exist. For example, Darktrace's Antigena system automatically contains and neutralizes threats, such as isolating a compromised device or stopping suspicious connections that may exist, ultimately resulting in reduced need for manual intervention, lower downtime, and limited financial impact. Overall, businesses and other clients benefit from Darktrace's AI security system by catching threats earlier, lowering cost, reducing risk, and improving operational resilience. In this case study, Darktrace demonstrates how AI security can shift information in cybersecurity from reactive to proactive, providing organizations with adaptive, intelligent protection while reducing reliance on human monitoring. This case study highlights the success of AI security in information security. The next case study I will give is a negative case study, and it involves Microsoft's AI enhanced cybersecurity breach of 2023. In 2023, Microsoft, one of the largest cloud and technology providers in the world, experienced a major cybersecurity incident that revealed both the strengths and limitations of AI-based security systems. This attack was contributed to a Chinese state-sponsored hacking group known as Storm 0558, which successfully breached Microsoft's cloud email services, including systems used by U.S. government agencies and other private corporations. Prior to this occurring, Microsoft had heavily integrated AI-driven security tools into its infrastructure, tools that monitored login behaviors, network traffic, and other signals used to detect suspicious or anomalous activity in real time. But despite the advanced measures of AI security in the system, the breach went undetected for several weeks, proving that state-of-the-art AI can fail when attackers exploit structural weaknesses or use tactics outside of what the AI security system has been trained to recognize. So what exactly happened during the breach? The breach involved a stolen signing key, a piece of cryptographic data that is used to verify user authentication tokens. When attacking, the hackers managed to forge these access tokens, making it appear as though they were legitimate users of Microsoft's cloud services. This allowed them to access email accounts belonging to senior officials in organizations without triggering normal security alerts. Even though Microsoft's AI security systems were designed to detect irregular network patterns, anomalous logins, and other behavioral inconsistencies, the forged tokens passed validation checks. So, how did AI security fail so bad when it came to protecting this information? To put it simple, the AI anomaly detection systems relied on data showing what, quote, normal behavior looks like. But the forged tokens were technically valid, so they didn't register as abnormal. And the machine learning models in the AI security had never encountered a forged token that appeared valid in structure, meaning they couldn't flag it as a possible threat. Microsoft's internal systems relied heavily on AI to filter massive amounts of data and prioritize alerts. And even though this reduced human workload, it also meant critical anomalies might have been overlooked if AI didn't raise them. When the forged token slipped through undetected, human analysis assumed everything was fine, trusting the AI security. This shows the risk of automation bias, which is when human security teams depend too much on automated tools and ignore subtle warning signs. AI security systems are also trained on historical data and patterns, so this means they are great at detecting known forms of malicious behavior, but struggle when facing novel, adaptive attacks. In this case, the forged tokens appeared syntactically correct, but the AI classified them as normal. But this false confidence delayed the response and the breach went unnoticed until victims reported suspicious email activity later on. This case study is a prime example of the dual-edged nature of AI and information security. Microsoft's AI security systems were designed to protect networks by identifying anomalies, responding quickly, and preventing attacks. But when those AI systems rely on flawed inputs or unverified assumptions, they become vulnerable themselves. The breach exploited not a human error, but a systematic flaw in how AI was integrated into Microsoft's cloud authentication framework. The 2023 Microsoft AI breach demonstrates that modern information security is no longer limited to protecting networks or stopping hackers. It now involves ensuring the trust, integrity, and accountability of the AI that manages sensitive information in the AI security system. This event highlights that the core principles of information security, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, must now extend to AI security systems themselves, reinforcing that human oversight remains critical at the same time. Moving forward, information security will depend on building auditable, transparent, and human supervised AI security systems that protect not just data, but the intelligence used to safeguard it as well. The contrast between Darktrace's success with self-learning AI and Microsoft's 2023 AI breach reveals both sides of AI security. While AI security is growing and has great potential to increase the efficiency of clients and other users who use them, it also brings negative aspects as mentioned in the case study before. The contrast between Darktrace's success with self-learning AI and Microsoft's 2023 AI breach reveals both sides, showing how AI can serve as both a defender and, unintentionally, a weak link in the chain of information protection. The case study over Darktrace also exemplifies how AI can strengthen information security through the use of its self-learning AI system, which models normal network behavior to detect any anomalies and potential threats in real time. Darktrace demonstrates how AI security can act as a powerful ally, strengthening the protection of data integrity and confidentiality. In contrast, Microsoft's breach reveals the potential pitfalls of over-reliance on AI security. Because despite anomaly detection systems, Microsoft's failed AI security system failed to recognize a token validation flaw exploited by the hackers. This failure underscores that AI security tools are only as effective as their training and oversight, and cannot fully replace human analysis. Together, these case studies both show that while AI can dramatically enhance information in cybersecurity by enabling the faster, smarter threat detection systems, it also introduces new vulnerabilities when transparency, governance, and human involvement are lacking. The key lesson here is balance. AI should complement, not replace, human judgment in safeguarding information systems. Next, I will give you a walkthrough of a program that shows the strengths and weaknesses of AI security, much like the contrast between Darktrace and Microsoft's 2023 breach. Similar to Darktrace's self-learning approach, this code uses an AI model to detect anomalies in data behavior, automatically identifying and blocking suspicious activity while while securely encrypting audit logs at the same time. However, the same system also reveals the vulnerabilities highlighted by Microsoft's case. Together, this program emphasizes that AI is a powerful tool for strengthening information security, but must be paired with strong data validation. Before I go through the program, I will go through the most important code segments and what they do. The segment of code under config/boiler in this program sets the foundation for data protection, which is the encryption key, forensic integrity, which is the encrypted log, and access control, the API token. Three essential pillars of information security. This mirrors how real-world systems manage secrets, authenticate requests, and protect sensitive data from misuse. This part of the code generates a cryptographic key if one doesn't exist already, and initializes a FIRNet encryption engine. A FIRNet encryption engine is a tool that performs symmetric, authenticated encryption, meaning it encrypts data and verifies the data hasn't been tampered with. The purpose of this code is to ensure audit logs produced by the AI system are encrypted before being written to the disk. This part of the code trains an isolation force anomaly detection model on data so that the system can learn what, quote, normal activity looks like. Once trained, the model can identify unusual or malicious behavior in future inputs. This function in this code segment checks incoming requests for a valid bearer token before allowing access to the model API. By enforcing authentication and access control, it protects the AI system from any unauthorized users, automated probing, and credential misuse. This function takes each audit record, converts it to JSON, then encrypts it using the FIRNet key mentioned before writing it to the disk. Encrypting audit logs ensures that attackers cannot read sensitive information. This function reads each encrypted audit log entry from the disk and decrypts it using the same FIRNet key, allowing only certain users to review sensitive information activity. And in this function, it acts as the system's main security checkpoint. It first authenticates the request using the function authorize request, then analyzes the input with the anomaly detector to determine if the behavior is suspicious or not. And in this code segment, it checks whether the isolation forest has flagged the input as anomalous and, if so, immediately blocks the request. In this portion of the code, this code generates a normal model output only after the request has been passed by authentication and anomaly detection checks. It represents the safe, intended behavior of an AI security system when inputs appear false. And finally, this function sends a series of simulated requests through the system to observe how well it detects and reacts to each scenario. Now, putting all of that together, I will now run the program so that you may see what it looks like in real time and explain what any output means. Okay, so what does all of this mean? At the top of the terminal up here, the robustness test shows how the model API responds to three different request types. These request types are normal, exfil, which means suspicious, and unauthorized. If the request is normal, then it will be accepted. If it is suspicious, then the model will just block the request. And if it is unauthorized, then it simply just will not run. Below all of this information up here lies the admin view only table of what was written to the encrypted logs. Each row shows the time, event, authentication request, the duration it took, the bytes, the anomaly score, the is anomaly score, and any error that may have occurred in the program. Now that you have seen all of the output, I will go into even more explanation of what each of these rows mean and what the data entails. Each row represents one security relevant log recorded by the system. These logs can be normal, suspicious, or unauthorized as mentioned before. If one event recorded is normal, then the row will say event equals request handled, and the token will begin with secure, which means it passed. The anomaly score will also equal false. If another event recorded is suspicious, then the anomaly score will be unusually high, and the anomaly will equal true. And if an event recorded is unauthorized, then the row will include event equals unauthorized access attempt, and the token will appear as simply wrong token. Overall, this program records logs made to the system in who made the request, what they sent, whether it looked anomalous, whether the system allowed or blocked it, and any errors that may have occurred during runtime. Essentially, this program is a mini AI security system. In conclusion, AI security is capable of bringing positive traits to the world of information security, but at the same time, it can bring disastrous consequences if not properly maintained by humans. AI security is growing massively in the world of technology, and whether it be good or bad, it highlights the change of how businesses and others protect sensitive information. And it is also a very important subject in cyber and information security today. Here are my sources, and thank you for reviewing my presentation.